Okay, so I've never really done this before, but I figured I'd go live on my life story because everybody wants to know about it, and there's a lot of people who think that. Hold on just a second. Go. There's a lot of people who think that they know me, but they really don't. So, um, my name is Missy. I was born on July 6, 2002, which makes me 15. I just wanted to start off by saying I have a hell of a past. Um, I've made plenty of mistakes, but I am human and I will overcome them. No matter how long it takes, I know I can get through. I'm sorry about the background. My cousin's going crazy because he has to go to sleep. But, I've not only disappointed my parents and my family, but also my siblings, the ones who have always looked up to me every day. I wonder how will I make my life better, or how will I look them in the eye and tell them everything I've done and be honest with them. I wonder all the time, are they going to turn out like me, or are they going to turn out better? I never quite know. I've always wanted to make my life better than what it was, but I've always had them negative thoughts saying I can't and I won't, and I'll never make it anywhere in life, and I will never be anybody. I have been through hell and back, yet I'm still standing strong. It's really hard. I honestly don't know how I've made it through 15 years of life with everything I've been through. You know, I've tried to commit suicide twice. I've had a history of cutting. I've had a history of running away. I get judged a lot for the stuff that I've done. And it's crazy because, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's human. There's just some people who don't make as many mistakes as others. But mine have always been really bad mistakes. I've lost a lot of people over the years. I've lost people who I've been friends with for years and who I thought would never leave my side, but they have. Um, you know, I've been bullied since I was in kindergarten. I've never had anybody I could turn to. My dad was in and out of jail half my life. My mom was working 3 jobs just to take care of me and my sister. I was 7 years old when my baby sister was born. I didn't like it at first, but now that I look back, my sister being born was the best thing that has ever happened to me. I had to grow up at a very young age. I started raising my sister when she was born. I took care of her. I changed diapers, gave her baths, fed her, everything. Well, my mom ended up getting off her feet and doing bad, so I had to go live with my dad. And I didn't like it because I've always been a mama's girl. Well, my dad ended up having 3, 4 more kids. And my entire life, I've been babysitting them. I've always been an athletic person. I was in cross country and track and soccer. And every day I'd come home from practice. I'd have to come home, take a shower, give the kids a shower, bathe them, that typical stuff, feed them, clean up after them, help them with their homework, do all that. It's always been hard for me. Um, you know, I've never really been able to do anything because of the thoughts going on in my head. But here it all begins on where it started getting worse. Um, you know, when I was little, I never really had my parents, so I've never had anybody to teach me right from wrong. I grew up doing things I shouldn't have been doing. I started smoking at the age of 12. I started becoming sexually active at the age of 13. I always jump from house to house. I've got taken away by CPS 3 times because of my parents. I think it was the hardest thing being separated from my sister when we were younger. She was in one house and I was in the other. It's that typical thing. My very bad relationship started a few years ago when I was with this guy for a year. We were together for a year, and he ended up cheating on me with another female. and after that is when I had my first suicide attempt. I tried to OD, and I ended up in the hospital. I never really could go on with life after that because I always thought, well, it's always going to be the same. Why do I even try? I started running away back in December. December 29th was the first time I ran away, and I was gone for a month. During that month of being gone, I ended up getting caught up in the wrong crowd. I was in sex trafficking. I was raped. And on the way to being sent off to another person in San Antonio, I got into a car accident. The cops said I was lucky to even make it out alive. From that day on, I knew God was watching over me, and he was doing what he could to take care of me. But after that, it just got worse. My mom wanted nothing to do with me because of her boyfriend. My dad was always drunk and couldn't even walk straight. Well, then last summer, I lost my virginity to this guy. You know, it was an off and on thing before that, and, well, we were together for a while after that, and on New Year's, me and him had gotten into a big argument, and I ended up turning my phone off and not talking to him. Well, 2 hours later, I turned my phone back on, and I had found out that he had sex with my best friend. The worst part about it all was I got a video sent to me on Snapchat, and when I asked him about it, he didn't want to tell me what happened, why he did it, no nothing. So, I swore up and down, I wasn't going to come back, blah, 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 blah. Well, a few weeks later, he called me and apologized, and what do you know, I take him back, and he just did the same thing. I never really quite knew how to let him go until I met this one guy. And me and him have been off and on for the past year and a half, but we were only off and on because I was doing stupid things, trying to kill myself, and I kept pushing him out, and I kept running away. But today, we've been together for 2 weeks now, and I really don't think I'm going to let him go this time. I know I'm not going to let him go. But anyways, back to my life story. When I was in sex trafficking, I was beaten to death. I could have died, and I'm surprised I didn't die because I was beaten so bad. I'm sorry, guys. It's just really hard for me to talk about this. This is the first time I've ever went live to actually tell everybody my life story, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because everybody's judging me as of right now, calling me a hoe and fake and all this other stuff, and I know I shouldn't let it get to me, but nobody really knows my life story or the things I've been through. Now, I'm not going into detail on everything because I'm not quite ready for that, and this is a big step to post it worldwide. So, yeah. I was always torn into a million pieces, I never really knew what to do. Well, finally, I just kind of sat back and realized, what am I doing with my life? What do I want to do? Where do I want to be? Well, I jumped from house to house between my mom and my dad, didn't quite know where I wanted to be, and I just got treated like crap most of the time, so I was like, whatever, I'm done. I have 5 siblings, and they're the best thing that has ever happened to me. I would not go back one day to trade them. It's just really hard right now because I'm living with my aunt, and I can't see them because my dad and his girlfriend don't want to drive to meet us halfway. So it's really hard on me, and I have really bad emotional days, but I have my aunt and my boyfriend to take care of me and to look after me and help me. Back in December, before I ran away, I ended up pregnant. I ran away that time because I didn't know how to tell my parents that I was pregnant, and a lot of other family stuff was going on, and I felt like I wasn't wanted. So I left. Well, I ended up having a miscarriage while I was gone. It's been really hard since, but I've learned to overcome it a little bit. I've always thought I wasn't pretty. I've always thought I was fat, and I judged myself, and I always put myself down because of other people. But pretty much I'm doing this video just to let people know you can do it. You can overcome it no matter how bad life gets. You can overcome anything that comes in your way. you just gotta continue to think positive about yourself. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. I've always been told that. I just tried to kill myself about a month and 2 days ago. I tried to kill myself. And I was in the hospital for a week, and when I got out, I came to live with my aunt. I didn't understand how many people it actually hurt when I tried to kill myself until it happened. When I found out, I wasn't going to call the cops, but then I found out that my sister and my brother took pills trying to kill themselves because I was depressed. And I regret it because it is really hard, and I don't know what I would do if I ever lost them kids. I really thought I could do this, but I'm about to end this video because I don't think I can talk about this much longer. So, yeah. But, I just want to I just want to let you know that no matter how hard life gets, you can overcome it. Just leave comments below. If you need to talk, just leave comments and I'll hit you up. I'm not getting on social media or nothing, but I will hit you up and I will talk to you about things. I'm always here no matter what. So just continue to stay strong, and if you ever need anybody to talk to, just hit me up and I'll be there. Bye, guys.